dentist?
She's my house cleaner. He's the waiter. She's my cousin.
They are illegal immigrants. To hire, feed, or shelter illegal immigrants is a crime. Take one. Report all illegal immigrants. It's your life. It's your choice.
On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty-colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. "Oh, well," she cried, "I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman." Sighed the vicious snake. "Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman." Sighed the vicious snake. Now she clutched him to her bosom. "You're so beautiful," she cried. "But if I hadn't brought you in, by now you might have died." She stroked his pretty skin, and then she kissed and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, that snake gave her a vicious bite. "I saved you," cried the woman, "and you've bit me, heavens wide. You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die." "Oh, shut up, silly woman," said the reptile with a grin. "You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in."
The ultimate mystery. Why are women infertile?
For women ages 30 to 34, about 1 in 7 couples face infertility. Those chances get worse for women 35 to 39. That age group has a 1 in 5 chance. Then as women are 40 to 44, 1 in 4 of those couples will have a tough time conceiving.
Some say it's genetic experiments, pollution. Why do you think we can't make babies anymore?
The infertility population is growing drastically, and I am not very happy with what I'm seeing. I think that it's a result of the environment, the toxins that are being placed into our environment on a daily basis. Those things are directly contributing towards infertility. And I'm getting busier and busier with every passing year.
Young women's ovaries destroyed by Gardasil. Merck forgot to research effects of vaccine on female reproduction. So, again, I've been talking about this from naturalnews.com and Infowars.com, posting it since last week. It is so important that you get this out to people. But all the other reports of the deaths, other governments banning it, to understand that this is so evil. And now in Mexico, they're trying to make it mandatory, actually the law, for all girls under 13.
Soybeans contain high amounts of phytoestrogens, organic compounds that mimic the female hormone estrogen in the human body. This reduces testosterone and lowers male sperm count. Men who eat half a serving of soy a day have 34 million fewer sperm per millimeter than those who don't. This idiot who thinks saying all lives matter is racist and hates his own family because they're conservative. He's a soy boy. This communist who thinks anyone who disparages soy is a fascist. He's a soy boy. Jesse Cox, the comedian who said he'd rather die than see America stop taking in refugees. He'd be a soy boy. And that's the thing. There seems to be an even closer correlation between male feminist virtue signalers who defend Muslim refugees and their soy fetish, despite the fact that the mass importation of people from a society that literally produced something called the rape game is putting more women at risk than ever before. Yeah, not very feminist that, is it?
Non-refugee men are far more likely to be rapists statically. Stop being a xenophobe!
I wonder if the Norwegian guy who felt guilty about the Muslim migrant who raped him being deported is also a soy boy. Bet he is. What is it about soy that turns men into such spineless wimps?
I mean, this guy is such a total pussy. It's stunning.
Say it loud, say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Delicious tofu dog.
Soy boy.
If the US cared about civilians in Syria, maybe it shouldn't have stopped accepting them as refugees. When your local Thai food spot calls you back to make sure you only want 2 orders of tofu drunken noodle because you usually order 3.
Soy boy.
If you're LGBT and support Trump's Muslim and refugee bans, you're putting many of our brothers and sisters at risk. And fuck you! Soy isn't healthy. Okay, but I'm literally using it as a dairy substitute, so what's your point?
Soy boy. This guy posted a picture of his soy-filled fridge, then said if his own son turned into a woman because of eating too much soy, he wouldn't see it as a negative.
And in the process of my learning, I found out more and more and more and discovered that vaccines, these wonderful miracle things that I always believed in because, well, doesn't everybody, discovered the truth. And that everything we've been told about them has been a lie. That they're not harmless, that they're extremely dangerous, that they kill people, that they destroy lives, and they don't even do what they claim they're going to do. They don't last.
That's what's
forever,
amazing.
so
Almost
forth.
all of the inserts say doesn't even protect you from hepatitis, doesn't protect you from papilloma, doesn't, and you're like, but they're saying it does on the news. It's so incredible.
Absolutely true. I mean, there is some truth to it. There's some limited truth, but it's limited.
They know if they add that polysorbate 40 and other things to it, along with the virus, the body will develop an autoimmune response to that and actually accelerate it and then actually attack any organs that it basically goes into, just like the UN got caught with over 50 different manufacturers over 20 years adding female hormones that are in second trimester estrus to then cause autoimmune disorders and miscarriages at the second trimester 3.5 month mark. And it turned out that was a UN program. So they know full well what they're doing for my educated analysis. I mean, they certainly know it's doing it now and are pushing it harder than ever.
And some of the things that we're seeing and are being said are things like a neonatologist calling from the step-down unit down to level 3 to the more intensive unit saying, hey, I'm going to give these 4 babies their 2-month vaccines this weekend, so I just want to make sure you had 4 beds ready because we know they're all going to have issues and need increased care.
And that was bombshell information because that violates one of the core ethics of the medical foundation profession that we've always seen, and that is first do no harm. They knew this was going to harm the children, but they were going to go ahead and blindly or follow this schedule.
Absolutely. You know, and I mentioned that I had sat in a call room before with a bunch of providers saying, hey, we have this 25-weeker that was so strong they never required intubation with a breathing tube to actually go onto the vent, had a less invasive type respiratory support, and you come in and they're like, oh, how embarrassing, we gave that baby his 2-month immunizations and now he's intubated and on the vent for the first time. Oops.
Now you know what's at stake.
It's hard for me to look at you. He had your eyes.
So why did you come to me?
I trust you.
Show him.
You okay? How is she?
Annoyed.
to meet the boat.
What is this boat?
The Human Project have sent a boat.
The Human Project?
Yes, the greatest minds in the world working for a new society.
Your baby is the miracle the whole world has been waiting for.
We will find a way to get you to the Human Project, I promise you.
What the fuck are you doing here? No fucking excuse. You have a first aid kit, medicine?
Mostly for cows.
Iodine, bandages, clean towels, whatever you have, bring it to the bar. And for God's sake, hide the fucking motorcycle. You put everything in proper doctor. Don't you get it? We have a baby. When people see we have a baby, everyone will join us in the uprising. But we can forget about the baby if the girl even suspects we killed Julian. What was I supposed to do? You saw how he is. He's on death's fucking door, man. Protocol. And he's been fucking cousin. Luke, he needs a doctor.
Don't worry. We'll take care of him. Simon, right?
Hi, Simon.
All right, sit down, Patrick. Simon's a good fish. So are you. Be proud to know that because of the two of you, the uprising is assured. The baby will stay with us.
Where's Farron? He's a fucking dead man.
Yeah. Tomorrow. We'll do him then, after we move the girl.
We're almost there, Keith. We're almost there.